Hello and welcome to another adventure. Today we have travelled out to Kent to visit Canterbury Cathedral. So we are here at Canterbury Cathedral, and the cool thing about this cathedral is dogs are allowed inside as long as they're on a short lead. Let's all three of us go and explore the cathedral. You gonna go in the cathedral? Yeah. It looks like there's more parking around here as well. But to be fair, where we've got is nice. The Canterbury war horse. 8 million horses died during the First World War. So it's a little monument for all the horses that lost their lives. Canterbury Cathedral is one of the oldest Christian buildings in the UK and was built in the year 597. So behind me is Canterbury Cathedral. Let's explore it. It's so nice, you can hear the church bells in the background. I'm looking forward to going inside and having a proper look. So this cathedral was founded by St Augustine in 597 AD. The inside of the cathedral is mostly stone and stained glass, but was once awash with colourful paintings all over the walls. Frost is very dedicated to church, aren't you, Frost? This is the tomb of Edward White, Archbishop of Canterbury in 1883. It's quite a dramatic cathedral, but what's interesting, or kind of what I noticed the most, which is kind of a weird thing to notice, is it feels almost like a museum here. Like, obviously you've got the church, it feels quite almost empty in this section, and then behind me you've got the main church where Sunday Mass and things happen. So that's where kind of like the life and heart of the cathedral is. And there's Frosty. I don't know if you can see him and Tig there. I tell you what, this place is huge. You feel like a tiny little dot here. We wandered into the next room, which is where Thomas Becket, the Archbishop of Canterbury, was brutally murdered on the 29th of December 1170 by the Knights of Henry II. It feels very dramatic in here. It's a lovely chapel, isn't it? So here you've got a unique sort of message board for people's prayers, which is quite nice. Canterbury Cathedral is England's first ever cathedral and managed to survive fires, bombings and even the English Reformation. So as well as being a church, a cathedral, a place of prayer, it's got so much history here. So the grass area is a place where people are encouraged not to walk on. As you can see, there are gravestones there. And there's a bit of scaffolding on the church itself. It just feels like a little bit of a time capsule here. Like, it's got a lot of atmosphere here. It's so interesting. I love all the architecture here. So there's a lot of people buried here and their ashes are here. There's a little list of some of the people that are laid to rest here. So there's a herb garden up here, so let's check it out. Obviously there's loads of things inside the cathedral, but Frosty definitely doesn't like being on a short lead, so there's only so much we could explore. See, all the wood here has been gathered for the fire. Oh, very good. Hi, mister. Frosty, you're so funny. So this is the herb garden, and the monks used to grow herbs for cooking, for medicine, and even for ink for their quills. I was just smelling some of the peppermint here. Literally, you just touch the plant and your whole hand smells of peppermint. It's amazing. Lovely fragrance. I have to say, we've picked a gorgeous day to come. Literally saw a little kind of potato offering. Anyone knows what the potato offering's about? How random is that? I would definitely recommend coming to Canterbury Cathedral. There's so much history here, so it's definitely worth a visit. So we left the cathedral to explore some of the town. I have to say, as you walk around the outside of the cathedral, it really hits you how huge it all is. It's absolutely massive. How dramatic does this cathedral look? What a place. You really get an idea of the size of this cathedral when you see it from above like that. So this is Canterbury. It's quite a quaint town, isn't it? So we've got a boat ride coming up. I booked it for 2:10, and they take dogs. So we're going to take Frosty on a little boat ride. But maybe it's about 1:15 now, so let's find somewhere to chill out and have a nice beverage. We saw this ice cream van, and you know we had to stop for some ice cream. I ordered a pistachio ice cream and Tig had a rum and raisin. Sorry Frosty, none for you. So we had to get an ice cream. I've gone for a pistachio flavour one. Yeah, it's so good. Tastes just like creamy, buttery pistachio. Absolutely lush.
That's so delicious. It's like a traditional rum and raisin, and the rum flavour is like intense. It's really intense. It's delish. Look at all the raisins there as well.
Next, a quick pub stop. So Tig, what have you got?
I went for an Iron Wolf. It's a stout. I'm not exactly sure where it's from, but it looked interesting. So that's really nice. It's really refreshing. It reminds me a little bit of Guinness Extra Cold, but it's actually lighter. The flavour's lighter and there's less aftertaste, so it's pretty nice.
None for you, I'm afraid, Mr. Metz. After our drinks, we made our way to the river for our boat ride. So this is the River Stour, and it's the main river that runs through Canterbury. But it used to be a vital transport route for the Romans and in the Middle Ages, connecting the city to Europe. The river is pretty big, around 57 miles long. Right, our next stop is a Franciscan chapel, one of the first in the UK. So we're walking to the little Franciscan church. It's such a cool little place, Canterbury, isn't it? So many cool, quirky places. There's even like a magic show, like magic shows all day here. So this is the first place in England that the Franciscans ever set foot and established themselves in 1224. It has monastery ruins somewhere here inside this garden. But yeah, this is the oldest monastery, Franciscan monastery in England. So let's have a little look around and explore. It's £4 per person to come in. So let's just check it out. So that's what we crossed earlier. Now along here they had one of those dunking stalls, and they used to dunk people's wives in there when they were too gobby, which doesn't make any sense because they had to pay £30 equivalent today for the privilege. As well as that, their wives would have stunk. They also put criminals there too. So isn't that lovely? People's wives and criminals side by side. The crime of talking too much, lady. Now you must smell of sewage, because this river was the main sewage system. So hence, when children were as young as 2, they were drinking cider, because it was much healthier to drink cider back then than it was to drink the local water supply. So other than those ducks that we saw, the river has lots of other wildlife, including, believe it or not, eels. Apparently there are eels in here, and there were beavers for a time. However, the beavers became extinct, but 3 years ago they introduced them back into the wild. So there it is, the oldest Franciscan building outside of Assisi. Frosty's going to take up the habit and be an honorary Franciscan, aren't you, Frosty? This is the Greyfriars Chapel. That's a painting of it. The first mission of the Greyfriars to England arrived in Canterbury on the 10th of September 1224 and was settled here. This house was built in 1267 AD. There's St Francis. What a quaint little chapel. You could imagine having mass here. It's amazing, really, to be able to visit here now in 2025 is quite something. And behind me, San Damiano Cross. It feels very Shakespearean, the way this is all laid out. Sadly, we were too late to visit St Augustine's Abbey ruins, so instead we travelled 30 minutes to the site where St Augustine first landed in the UK in 597 AD. So behind me is the St Augustine's cross, and is believed to mark the location where St Augustine landed back in the year 597.
It's funny to think that St Augustine travelled all the way to here. On this spot he met the king, and through converting the king he converted the whole country to Christianity. Okay guys, so that is the end of our Canterbury adventure. It's been a bit of a church-themed adventure this time, so it's amazing to think the impact that St Augustine had on the UK. Thank you, do I get kisses? We definitely enjoyed exploring Canterbury, and I hope you enjoyed coming along with us. So until the next time, on the next adventure, take care, God bless, and we'll see you soon.